What's up, Rockstars? So today's look is this makeup right here. I used all Makeup Geek shadows and a Makeup Geek blush today. So it's a Makeup Geek kind of day. I know this look is very similar to one that I did just recently, but I really wanted to do something using the Duochrome shadows that just came out from Makeup Geek, and I wanted to incorporate something that was also pretty smoky for fall time because it is that time and I'm loving it. I'm also loving these Makeup Geek shadows. I did have some that I had previously purchased, but I didn't have very many. So when the Duochrome shadows came out and I just fell in love, I had to get them all, and I had to get a couple of other regular colors from them too, which are also featured in this video. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I am sorry that this look is very similar to one that I did do recently with like all drugstore makeup, but this is what I was feeling today, and I will, yes, most definitely be doing more looks with these Makeup Geek shadows and the Duochrome pigments as well. But yeah, I was just feeling this color so much, so I had to. I couldn't not. It was just beautiful. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. And then after I apply the primer, I'm going to be just taking some Scotch tape and placing that on the outer corners of my eyes just to act as a guide. Before we get too far in the video, I do just want to apologize for not getting this up on Monday or Tuesday as promised. I've had some technical difficulties with my computer this week, and it's just made editing extremely hard. This is legitimately, I think, the 6th time I've tried to do this voiceover, and I hope that the 6th time is the charm. But anyways, on to more important things. Once I get the tape centered on both sides, we are going to be taking this Makeup Geek shadow in the shade Creme Brulée on a big fluffy eyeshadow brush and just dusting this all over from inner corner to outer corner in the crease, a little bit above the crease, and a little bit on the lid. This is going to be our transition shade for the day. And once I've got that all blended out nicely, I'm going to be taking Cocoa Bear, also from Makeup Geek, and we're going to take this on a blending brush and go through the outer V and then a little bit into the crease, but nothing too crazy. I do want the focus of this look to be on the lid color. So really, I am just doing this to create some dimension on my eye and not so much to create like a smoky effect or a defined effect, just to kind of add a little something to the outside without losing focus on the main part of the show. Once I have done that, I'm going to add in some of Makeup Geek's Mocha, again on a blending brush and again on the outer V. I do bring this shade in a little bit closer to the inner corner than I did Cocoa Bear, just to make a more seamless effect, so it doesn't look like we just applied shadow to our lid and the outer part of our eye and then just nothing everywhere else. And before I forget, all of the shadows that I'm using today are Makeup Geek shadows. This is the first time I'm using these ones. I do have the Vegas Lights palette. I apologize for my crazy little musical breakdown there. But I do have the Vegas Lights palette, and I've really liked it, so I thought I would just go ahead and purchase some more and see what I think about the rest of their line. And so far, I'm loving it. The shadows blend extremely well, as you can see. We're about to take the shade Corrupt on a pencil brush, and we're going to put that in the outer V. And I'm using an extremely light hand with this, but it does blend so extremely well with the rest of the shadows that I've used. I do go in and use the brush that I used earlier with Creme Brulée on it, just to blend everything out and make sure there aren't any harsh lines. But as you can see, it wasn't something that I had to worry too much about, because these shadows are so creamy and blendable and just amazing. For $6.99 an eyeshadow, I'm extremely impressed with how well these all worked together. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to blend that out really, really quickly. And then we're going to go in with the star of the show, the whole reason and inspiration behind this tutorial, and that is the Makeup Geek Duochrome eyeshadow in the shade Typhoon. The camera is just not doing this color justice. It's beautiful. It's teal, and it's gold, and it's olive green, and it's like emerald green. It's so extremely beautiful. Like, I don't know how many times I can say so extremely beautiful. It's just, I don't have anything else to describe it. It was just a wonderful, wonderful color. Super easy to work with. I am using a flat shader brush to pack the color on. And as you can see, it does not take much effort to pack this color on. I dip my brush back into the shadow, I think only 2 times for each eye. So the first application, and then one more time, and then the remaining application. And I did not use any Fix Plus, no eye drops, nothing. This is the eyeshadow just all on its own, and it's beautiful. It blended extremely well with the other shadows, and I am very, very happy with the way it turned out. I'm also very happy with the way it worked with this Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Trooper. You guys all know by now I have a horrible obsession with Kat Von D and her products. I think they're all amazing. This was another home run for me, obviously, and the color payoff on this liquid liner is so great that I didn't have to use very much of the product, and I didn't feel like I was rubbing away the eyeshadows that I have worked so hard to place either. It was wonderful. I will very soon do a liner tutorial. It is kind of hard with the setup that I have right now to get the best angle to do that, but I promise it will get to you eventually. But after we add both of our wings, we are going to go ahead and remove the tape, and you will see just how flawless and crisp and clean everything looks. And I know you can plainly see right now I'm extremely messy with my eyeliner, but it goes away, and it's the beauty of the tape. I think it's one of the best beauty hacks out there. So to line our upper waterline, we're going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade 0. this is just what I have. I don't notice this fading a lot throughout the day, but then again, putting it on the upper waterline, you can't necessarily tell anyway. But it is a great pencil if you are looking to try one. Then I just primed my face real quick with the Smashbox primer water, and now we are going to go in with my Holy Grail, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Ivory, and we are going to blend this all over our face like a mad woman. I wish I could go this fast when I was putting on my foundation. I think the entire rest of my world would appreciate that. And then after we put on the foundation, we're just going to conceal the under eyes. I did not do any highlighting at all today. I wasn't really going for like a really highlighted or contoured look with the skin. I really just wanted to focus on the eyes today. So we're just concealing to conceal the dark circles that are my under eye area. And then we're just going to blend this out with the Sigma F84. I always get that one wrong, but I'll leave all the brushes in the description box for you. I apologize after I sing another little song, but I apologize that I completely forgot to show a clip of this, but to set my under eyes, I'm using what I always use in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. All three of the highlight shades were used, and I just packed on that powder just to make sure that my concealer does not budge, and it never does when I use this powder. It's my favorite out there so far. I do have a loose powder that I will be trying in a future video for you, because we are going to try the baking method, but for now I am loving this. And then I just use that same brush that I used to apply the highlight powder with to help open up my eyes to do my under eye, lower waterline with that black pencil from Urban Decay. I did use the Cocoa Bear shade on the lower lash line. I have no idea where the clip went. I apologize. And I just went in with Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma to do the highlight of the inner corners. And I am about to highlight my brow bone with it as well, just after I apply my brow products. I used both the Anastasia Brow Wiz and the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I don't know what happened to the clip of the Anastasia Brow Wiz part. I think it disappeared with the lower lash line stuff, but anyways, I am going to put on some mascara with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara. I love it. I don't think I will go back to using anything else ever again. And once we have done that, I'm just going to do just a little tease on my lower lashes with the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I didn't want anything too crazy intense because, again, I wanted the focus to be on the lid. So once we have the eyes done, we're going to move on to bronzing up the face. I'm not really contouring today. We're just going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is super, super dark. When I started putting it on, I was like, oh, okay, this is intense. But it blended out so beautifully, and it smells like chocolate, and it stays
all day long.
And then for blush, we are going to be using Makeup Geek's Bliss. This is a matte orange tone blush, and I didn't really think I was going to like this one as much as I did, but it is beautiful, especially if you are pale like me. It just gives like a nice natural flush to the cheeks. And I am finally going to show you my broken Jaclyn Hill / Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I am going to continue to use this until that little tiny bit that is in the bottom corner is all used up, because this is a great highlighter and I want to get as much use out of it as I can. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to blend all of my face makeup out and go in with lipstick. This is the Lorac Alter Ego lipstick in the shade Heiress, and it's just a really pretty neutral nude shade, but has a little orangey kind of undertone to it, so it really ties in the blush and the bronzer, but it doesn't take away from the eyes. And last but not least, we are going to go in with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. We're going to take a bath in it so that this does last all night long. And yeah, that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed. I had a ton of fun creating this look. The Duochrome shadows especially are becoming my new favorites. So yeah, love ya, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!